Hey everybody, this is April Monique. Welcome back to my channel. In today's vlog, I'm going to show you all how I make my whipped African shea butter. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Things that you will need to make your whipped African shea butter would be a blender. You will also need a container to put your African shea butter inside of. I am using a medium-sized container, and the reason I have a separate container from the container the shea butter is coming inside of is because I do not plan on whipping up the whole entire container of this African shea butter, so I will need an extra container. Now, if you plan on whipping all of your shea butter that comes in the original container, then you don't necessarily need an extra container because you could put your whipped shea butter back inside of the container that it came inside of. And I recommend that you use a plastic container over a glass container. In the event you accidentally drop the glass container, at least your shea butter won't be ruined with a bunch of glass particles stuck inside of it. And the plastic container is just way better. And choose your container size based off of how much shea butter you plan on whipping up. The next thing that you would need is a mixing bowl. The next thing you would need is a 1/2 cup measuring cup. Also, you would need a 1 full cup measuring cup. You would also need some coconut oil. If you do not want to use coconut oil, or if you're allergic to coconut oil, you could use vitamin E oil, olive oil, or any kind of oil of your choice, even grapeseed oil, any oil of your choice. I also recommend to use some sort of essential oil, but it's not necessary. So if you don't have essential oil or you don't want to use essential oil, it is not necessary, but it's just something I recommend. And I'm using tea tree oil, but if you want to use rosemary, lavender, or any kind of essential oil of your choice, you can definitely do that. You will also need your African shea butter or any kind of shea butter that you will be using for this formula. And then, of course, you will need a spoon. First, I am going to fill this 1 cup measuring cup with the African shea butter in its raw format. Okay, so now I have my measuring cup filled with 1 cup of raw African shea butter. And so now I'm going to add that into the mixing bowl. And also, please remember, if you plan on doing a lot more shea butter than what I'm doing, for an example, if you want to use the whole entire container, then of course you'll be doing multiple cups of the raw shea butter. Or instead of measuring it, if you're going to do the whole entire container, instead of measuring it into 1 cup, just pour the whole container of shea butter. Well, you'll have to dig it out with the spoon, but dig out the entire container and put it into your mixing bowl. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm not doing the entire container today, I'm going to put the rest of this to the side. And the shea butter that I have in my 1 cup measuring cup, I'm going to go ahead and dump that into my mixing bowl. Okay, just like that. Next, I am going to add a 1/2 cup of this coconut oil into this 1/2 cup measuring cup here. And your coconut oil will probably be in a solid format such as mine. Please excuse my coconut oil. I have actually been using this coconut oil for my DIY coffee face mask. So yeah, so the coconut oil is in a solid format. Of course, if it was a lot hotter in the house, it would be a liquid, but luckily coconut oil is really soft, so it's really easy to dig out. Okay, so I have my measuring cup filled with a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. So we're gonna go ahead and put this original coconut oil to the side. And now I'm gonna add my measuring cup of coconut oil to my mixing bowl with the shea butter. Okay, next I am gonna use my essential oil, which is the tea tree oil, and I am going to add probably about 3 to 4 drops of that into my mixing bowl. That's 3, 4. Okay, so 3 to 4 drops there, and now we are ready to mix this up. Okay, so you can mix your shea butter on any level of the blender that you want to mix it on. So you could do it at the lowest level, you could do it at the highest level. I would recommend the medium to the highest level of blending because you could blend it a lot quicker. And the whole goal of blending and basically whipping your shea butter is to get it into a nice soft format like this, a really soft substance, creamy substance basically. So now we're gonna go ahead. I have it at the consistency that I wanted. I would recommend you mix it up to get as soft or as whipped to the consistency that you want it. And now I am ready to go ahead and put it inside of its container. Okay, so I now have my whipped shea butter out of the mixing bowl and into its plastic container, like so. And this is the shea butter right here. Let me show you all how soft it is. It is so soft. Oh my God. It feels so good, y'all. And it smells so good. I could smell my tea tree oil. Oh my God. Yes. And also, let me let you all know, you can store this at room temperature. I wouldn't recommend putting it in your fridge because if you put it in your fridge, it is obviously going to turn into a solid. It's probably going to get hard. It should still be pretty soft to use, but it's going to get a tad bit hard. Even storing it at room temperature, it may not remain as soft like it is now. However, it is still going to be soft enough to where you could just dip your finger in, get your whipped shea butter on your hand, and proceed to rub it on your hands or your body, or and you could even use this for your hair too. Yeah, so for my natural girls out there, yes, you can definitely use this for your hair. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Also, please like and share this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in the next vlog.